Hi students, here are some reminders before we start our online class. Do not forget to write your solution. Fill in the student information box of your notebook. And do not forget to leave a comment after watching our online class video. Thank you very much. Keep learning and be safe. It's the 7th week of our online class. Hello everyone, I'm Teacher Darnie, and today we are going to continue our discussion about fractions. So the past weeks we've learned a lot about fractions, how to add fractions, how to compare fractions, how to order fractions, and today we are going to discuss about how to solve word problems in fraction. And today we are going to have first addition and subtraction as our operation. So before we continue, of course, our objective for today is for you to be able to solve word problems in fraction involving addition and subtraction. And of course, before we finish our discussion, you need to answer activity number 15, which were given to you for last week already. Now, before we continue, let's have first our vocabulary for today. The first word is we have question. Again, question. The second word we have information. Again, information. Next, keyword. Again, keyword. And the last one we have solution. Again, solution. So some of these words you are actually familiar already, but as we go along, we are going to use these words in our discussion. Now, let's have first a quick review on the process in answering word problem. We have different approaches, but let's just follow and refer on the books that you have. We actually have four stages or four parts in answering word problem. The first one is we have we understand. Again, we understand. Under this stage, we have question and given information. So basically in here we're just going to identify what are the things that we know so far in a specific problem. So in a problem, we have, of course, the question and the information that would help us answer our problem. Okay, so next, the second stage is we plan. Here we have keyword and mathematical operation. So in the second stage of answering word problem, we are going to finalize, or we are going to do what, or identify the things that we are going to do for us to answer the word problem. So here we are going to identify some words that could help us answer our problem. And of course, we are going to identify whether we're going to do the addition or subtraction as our operation. Okay. The third one we have we solve. Here we have our number sentence, and of course we are going to answer the question. Number sentence meaning we are going to write the equation on how are we going to answer our problem. And of course, answer the question. Here we are going to show our solution for us to get the correct answer, the answer to the problem. And the last one we have we check. So here we are going to check our answer, but most of the time we are not going to do that, and we are just going to write our answer. Okay, so again, we are going to write our answer in this stage. So again, there are 4 stages. We have first one, we understand. Second, we plan. Third, we solve. And the last one is we check. Okay, so I hope you will not forget those 4 stages. Now, let's have here an example of a word problem involving fraction. Okay, let us read together. Peter ate 2/10 of a birthday cake. His friend John ate 3/5 of the cake too. What fraction of the cake did they eat all together? So we are going to identify, or we are going to go through those 4 stages, and we are going to answer this question or this problem. So again, first we have we understand, and we are going to identify our question and the given information. So let's go back to our problem now, and for you not to be able to be so that you will not be confused on which of these is the problem or the question of the problem, we are just going to look the question mark of the problem. So if you could see the question mark here, it's actually on the last sentence of our problem. It states that what fraction of the cake did they eat all together? So it's asking the cake that Peter and his friend John ate all together. So that is now our question. So we go back now to our first stage, and we are going to write the question here. So what fraction of the cake did they eat all together? So now that is our question. Now let's go back to the problem. Here, let's identify the information that could help us answer the question. Okay, so here we have the first one. We have, of course, we know that Peter ate 2/10 of a birthday cake. So that information can help us answer that problem. Okay, do we have another information? Yes, we do have another information, and that is his friend, which is John. John ate 3/5 of the cake too. So here we have 2 information, the fraction that Peter ate and the fraction that John ate. So now we are going to write it here in our given information. The first one, we have Peter ate 2/10 of the birthday cake, and John ate 3/5 of the cake. By the way, you can rewrite the sentence if you want, as long as the information and the thought is still the same. You can rewrite the sentence as long as the important details, the important information are still there. Okay, now let's proceed to the second stage, which is, of course, we plan. Here we're going to identify the keyword and which operation we are going to use. So here, let's go back to the problem. Let's identify the word that could help us identify which operation are we going to use. Okay, so if you're going to read the problem, we have this word all together. When we say all together, meaning it's a combination of something. Okay, so therefore the word all together, we can use it as, or this is our keyword, meaning we are going to combine the fraction that Peter and John ate. So we are going to combine that. Okay, so by that, we can say that our operation is, of course, addition. So let's just keep first multiplication and division. Let's have first addition and subtraction. So we are going to use addition for this problem. Okay, so again, our keyword is altogether, meaning to combine, and therefore we are going to add. We're going to use addition as our operation. Okay, now let's have a quick representation of our information that we've gathered just a while ago. So you could see here, let's assume that this is the cake that they ate, okay? And it says here that Peter ate 2/10 of the birthday cake. So let's show that fraction. So we have 10 equal parts, and this one, 1 and 2, this is the fraction that Peter ate. Okay, now let's have the same representation of the cake, and it says here that John ate 3/5 of the cake too. So we are going to divide that representation, that cake, into 5 equal parts, and you have here 3 shaded parts, meaning this is the fraction that John ate. Okay, so if we are going to combine this one, take note that you cannot combine or you cannot add fractions with different denominator. Okay, so if we're going to find the LCM of 10 and 5, we have, of course, 10. So now let's try to have the same representation, but this time we are going to have 10 as our denominator. So if you're going to write the two fractions, or the fraction that Peter ate and the fraction that John ate, we have this representation. So if you're going to count this one, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 shaded parts. So by just looking at this representation, we can say that that Peter and John ate a total of 8/10. So that is the fraction that they have eaten. Okay, so now let's go now to our stage 3, which is we solve. So here we're going to write our number sentence. So our number sentence would be, we have 2/10 plus 3/5 is equal to blank. Okay, so now let's answer the question. First, we're going to write 2/10, and we are going to change 3/5. Okay, so we are going to change the denominator and change it to 10. So we are going to multiply it by, of course, 2. So we have here now 3 times 2 is equal to 6. 5 times 2 is equal to 10. So now we can add, or we can add now our fractions, which is 2/10 plus 6/10. And the answer, of course, is we have 8/10. And of course, do not forget, we need to simplify our answer. We have 8/10, we can still divide that by 2. So we are going to divide our numerator and denominator by 2. So 8 divided by 2, we have 4. And 10 divided by 2, we have 5. So our final answer would be 4/5. Okay? So that is now our stage 3. And of course, the last one, let's keep first on how to, checking our answer. Let's skip that part first. and let's just write our answer directly. So going back to the question, you need to specify, or you need to write what was being asked. So we were asked what is the total fraction that Peter and John ate. So our answer would be they, meaning Peter and John, ate 4 over 5 of the cake all together. Take note that your answer must be a complete sentence because this is a word problem. Do not write 4 over 5 only. You must have a complete sentence answering the question. So again, our answer is they ate 4 over 5 of the cake all together. Okay, so again, those are the 4 stages of answering a word problem in fraction. Now, let's answer your activity number 15. We have 2 problems here. You are going to follow the 4 stages. We understand, we plan, we solve, and then we check. Or in we check, we're just going to write our answer. So activity number 15, you are going to answer problem 1 and problem 2. Take note, this is addition and subtraction. So you're just going to use or select among the 2 operation, addition or subtraction. Okay, and of course, do not forget to write your solution on the paper. Do not use your notebook, just write your answer on the paper. Okay, so by the way, let's for our online consultation, we can use Zoom or Line or Google Meet. It depends on which application is suitable for our online consultation. Okay, so again, that's it. Today we discussed about word problem in fractions involving addition and subtraction. So tomorrow we are going to continue our discussion about word problems in fraction. Okay, so once again, I'm Teacher Darnie. Have a nice day, everyone. Keep learning and be safe.